This is the Gang Breaks Kayfabe. We are back after a short hiatus. You know, there was Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and I think January had some stuff happen, and then
President's Day,
Valentine's Day is coming up.
There's some sort of superb owl.
Yeah, there was a superb owl that happened.
And the
it wasn't
bird
great.
did win it. The bird did win it.
The bird did win it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
This guy won some money on it. Which was nice. So this week we've got a big show for you all.
No, I don't think we can legally say that. We do not have Paul White booked.
We have a giant show for you all.
Still.
No.
We have a New Year's baby for you all.
No, this is getting Captain Insano.
We have Shogun, Hulk Shogun for you. Did he go by that when he did the Hulk Hogan thing?
I think
we got a big show for you.
Like that, No Mercy or some shit. Who knows?
We got blind rankings. We're gonna talk about how we would change AEW and WWE. We'll talk about our worst wrestling memories, and we will go give our picks for who we think is the best never won a world title professional wrestler. But before we get into all that, we have been going for a little while, so I think there's been a lot of wrestling news going on. So, fellas, what's some current wrestling news that you guys feel that people should know about?
Hey, first of all, I want to bring up that I was promised a 2-minute rant.
This is true. We need to scrap everything.
Were you?
Yeah, but I'll tell you, my rant's been canceled because I had a rant on Roman Reigns' talking about guys need to get themselves over or whatever, and I was like, they pushed you for 10 years and you couldn't get yourself over. Ooh. But then he went out and cut that promo that was so good, and I was like, I shouldn't say this now, so we can just skip it. But that's what it was going to be.
He won the Rumble predictions. That was the...
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Vance won the Rumble predictions.
Can you believe that guy would say, well, this is going to get yourself over? I'm like, you were pushed for 10 years down everyone's throat and could not get over at all.
That's not his fault. That's because CM Punk was on a podcast that no one listened to, and he made a one-line thing about how Roman looks strong. Whatever. And so that's why we all hated him.
So if nobody listened to it, then how did it spiral out of control?
Wasn't it Cole Cabana's podcast? It was the number one podcast.
Doesn't ring a bell.
This is why Jason thinks we're the number one podcast. He doesn't. He has reverse blindness or something.
Podcast blindness.
So let's talk about Roman Reigns, CM Punk. It is, I believe, official for WrestleMania. If CM Punk can beat Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber, of course.
Sorry.
What, you don't think they'll hotshot Finn Balor and Roman Reigns in the main event? I would. So the promo. Do you think that the last little exchange of it made it better overall? Because I thought up until they really got heated with each other, I was kind of like, this isn't good. I was like, why are we trashing Drew McIntyre so much?
At least Drew stood up for himself on SmackDown. His promo was really good. The one, I just read the news of what he said. I didn't actually hear him say it, but I read what he said, and I was like, oh, this makes him sound better. But yeah, I think they could have cut back on the Drew thing, but I think it built really well. At the beginning, I was like, oh, CM Punk Roman, and then midway, I was like, okay, that could be okay. It could be pretty good. Okay, that's probably the best match they could do. So.
Yeah, I thought Roman's final line was just such a good exclamation point on the promo overall. And yeah, I guess where it kind of kept going back and forth jokey with each other and then built to them deciding, fuck the act, we hate each other, was pretty good. So what else is going on in wrestling? Brody King is taking on MJF for the AEW World Title coming up at the next pay-per-view. Squashed him on Dynamite. Pretty excited for that match. I don't think there's a chance in hell Brody King wins the belt, but it would be awesome. We got, like I said, Punk versus Balor coming up at Elimination Chamber. Where do you think this is heading with Balor? Like Vance was kind of saying last time, it's kind of just a way to get Balor like transition into a face. So how do you see that like playing out?
This is going to be Tim's favorite, because what it's going to end up being is, if he can't get the world belt, he's going to go after a different belt. Hey, Dom has a belt, and so that's where it's going to go. He's going to end up going for the IC belt.
Yeah,
I think it's as simple as
costume.
They let Punk pick who he's working because it's Chicago, so he's probably the one that picked Balor. I don't think there's any more than of a plan behind it than that.
I think Dom, like he did the Dom. Finn Balor's gonna be like, I want to be by myself. Dom's gonna come out, accidentally costing the match. Come in, him and Finn are going to get into it, and it's going to set up an Intercontinental title match.
That'd be good. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I was watching the last AAA show that was on YouTube, and did not know that they were doing that. Chad Gable had returned, and that they now have like 26
they had
Grande.
They had 2 of them in the Rumble.
Yeah, I don't think I caught that.
The one was the original.
I missed some things in the Rumble for sure.
The Spanish crowd does not appreciate original Americana.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm pretty sure that's not Chad Gable, or he's taken the. Did you know steroids are legal in Mexico? So Grande Americano can for sure use them, because my goodness.
Yeah, Jason said last night that he apparently took all of Montez Ford's steroids.
Yep.
Or took all of his muscle. Yes, I mean, I can't tell if Montez Ford really is like super out of shape, or if it was an unfortunate angle. Because I saw another video, and he didn't look too much different. He was bigger.
He's just added a little bit of body fat, and also like when you do a front double bicep, most people suck in their stomach, and for some reason he decided to push out in that picture that's all over the internet. I don't know why he would decide to do that, but like I can do a front double bicep and look like I'm in way worse shape if I do that,
True. So any other news going on that you guys want to talk about?
Braun Breaker.
So your prediction is possibly coming true, where he is now he has a hernia injury.
I think you misread that.
I had a hernia in my brain there for a second. And yeah, they said that they're pretty sure he's going to be back in time for WrestleMania, but no.
Not
now. Was there latest news?
Last report, they said 8 weeks before he's even healed from the surgery, and then it'll be maybe another 4 before he could come back.
Okay, so does it seem like they were probably setting up Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker?
Yeah, because Mania is 7 weeks out.
Yeah,
no, because it's in the middle of April.
So it should be.
So it should be like 9 weeks, at least 9, I would say.
Than that.
No, because
April 22nd is
4 weeks, and now will be mid-March, so it'll be 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 weeks
plus a week. Today's the 10th.
What day is Easter? I don't know.
Easter.
When's WrestleMania?
It's on a Sunday also.
What day is Mania?
The 18th and 19th?
22nd or something
of April.
Wow.
Of April, yeah.
I thought the teens, somewhere in the teens, so I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Riveting 8, television here.
9. It's like 9 weeks away. So
I'll settle for 12.
So in the meantime,
years away.
We have no Braun, but we have plenty of time to relive this Black Scorpion gimmick that we're doing every week.
Don't you dare compare this to the Black Scorpion. That was intriguing until they fucked up the reveal.
Was it though?
Oh my god, yeah.
on a rewatch, is it intriguing?
Even more so.
Is it intriguing in a train wreck kind of way, or
kinda, but like
I'm emotionally invested in this kind of way?
If they nailed the landing on that, people will talk about it totally different.
Awesome. The worst, I think, is when they had the girl or the guy in a cage, and then they threw
he turned him into a tiger, right?
Yeah, tiger. Yeah.
And Sting had just got up to it. Yeah, that was rough.
Just picture, for whatever reason, the Ultimate Warrior gets released, and he comes in doing a magician gimmick.
The Magnificent Warrior. Okay, well, unfortunately, we can't make one change to WCW at this point, but we can make one change to AEW and WWE. So
I just want to ruin your transition because it was so good by just saying this right here.
Dick.
Right. It was too good for this podcast. We don't do that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's already been momentum.
That was it.
I feel good.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah,
awesome.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, well, we did that thing, and now we're going to do another thing. So, So I posed a question to you guys. What is one change you would make to AEW?
Who's going first?
Again? Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Cut their roster in half and use the guys that they keep in that half.
I like that one. I think that's a good one. They've got way too many. I mean, 90% of the roster is in the Don Callis family.
Yeah, they were. I was listening to some other podcast, and they were talking about how they hadn't seen somebody in a while, and they're like, "He's still on the roster page." And they looked at the roster page, and then they started going through, and they're like, "There's 7 guys in a row that are still signed that we haven't seen in at least 3 months." And I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, that's definitely WCW style. You just have a lot of guys on the payroll, and you bring them in when you need somebody to job to Goldberg. All right, Jason. Oh, Draven?
I was going to say, I would go with, so it's kind of a two-parter. The overall idea is that he's too rigid, Tony Khan, in his formula, and I wish he would back off of it. But more specifically, to like nail down one thing, there's too many fucking belts. Get rid of the fucking belts.
Yeah. Way too many belts, especially there's way too many belts when you're combining them and then taking them back apart immediately after. Yeah.
See, that's what Ultimate Warrior would have done as the Black Scorpion.
That would have been great. So, Jason, what change would you make to AEW?
More good old JR on commentary?
That can't be true.
That's not what I said.
I got a JR fact you guys might not know here in a minute. Go ahead, Jason.
All right, we'll remember. Nope. I don't necessarily need to see something like what Pierce is every other segment, but I come out to the ring and I'm like, I want to challenge you for the belt. And then Shivani's just like, we just heard from Tony Khan in the back. Just have an on-screen person that's in a general manager role, but not always. But when anyone just comes out and they're like, hey, listen, I'm going to fight the world champ tonight, and if I get the win, then I'm going to be at the pay-per-view.
And they started doing that with Christopher Daniels, and then they just quit. Like, he did it a couple times, and I thought it was done tastefully.
He was only the interim person, like, in charge for Tony Khan while he was hurt from the Young Bucks pile driver gimmick.
But I liked that. Since the Bucks aren't doing they're not doing an EVP gimmick with anyone really anymore. So
it's more realistic the way they do it. Everybody knows Tony Khan's back on the headset. Of course, he would just say, "Yeah, okay, that match is booked. I like it." Right. I don't know why.
Yeah,
he talks like that, but
like a Muppet.
I agree. It's more realistic. But sometimes that's not what you need. I think they should spoon feed a little bit better. Like, oh, this is a match made by this person happening here, and there's a segment to explain it. Wrestling fans aren't geniuses.
Ruin AEW.
I think ultimately we can all agree what we're saying is they need to bring in the laptop, formerly known as the Raw general manager, and have it make the decisions again.
That's fine.
Yeah, the only thing I don't that I think is dumb when they do we're getting word whatever is when like they but WWE's done this plenty of times too. They immediately have a graphic ready.
A graphic?
Yeah. And I know it doesn't take that long to like get things shoved into a graphic, but like at the same time, sometimes it's like the guy challenges the other guy, immediately it's accepted, and immediately there's a graphic.
Also, it also makes Tony Khan's booking look very willy-nilly because, like, he didn't already have an idea for Kenny Omega, who 2 weeks before came out and said he wanted a match with. You probably should have already thought about who Kenny was going to wrestle at the pay-per-view before now, but
there's usually only 4 matches on TV or whatever, so he's not used to having to use most of the guys that are there.
Hey, yeah. Currently, if you're not in the Don Callis family, then you are trying to fight MJF for the belt. I think that's everyone's storyline from a certain part on the card. Like, you got 6 different people coming out that want to fight you, and that's not who you're actually fighting at the pay-per-view.
I do too. I like that too.
I like it. Everybody should want a world title match all the time. Yeah.
Once in a while, they should throw in a 6-way at a pay-per-view too. Like, I'd be fine if that's what this all wove into, is all 6 of these dudes at the pay-per-view.
So the change I would make, like, I don't have it's more of a proposed change, but I don't know how or what it would be. And you guys might correct me, and you guys might have an answer already, but I would like really kind of try to nail down my brand. Like, I feel like AEW, they still don't really know who they are. Like, I like that there's all the different styles, but like they need to have a way to like let people know that's brand, what they are.
I think they're trying to do this, and maybe it's not sticking, but we're the best wrestle. That's like their whole. I think that is their brand. You know what I mean?
The truth is, the larger brand that you're talking about, like the identity, nailing down what they are, it's always just going to be whatever Tony Khan feels that day, because he likes to pull from so many different things. You can't narrow it down. It's just a blender of the things that one person likes.
So, but there's got to be a way to package that. Like, there's got to be a way to package whatever that is, that energy, that vibe from AEW and market it.
Coked up booking. That's what we do here at AEW.
Well, so then they need to go back to the 80s and see how things were marketed and just lean into that. Like, go into a period where who are the dudes that are the youngest men alive?
The Outrunners?
Yeah, go into a thing where the Outrunners are like have taken over like marketing for AEW, like have it be an on-screen thing, and they're just like making all these like 80s marketing videos for AEW. Like, at least, I know it's not an identity, but it will at least get like more attention, I think. I just feel like they need something to kind of get like I don't know if they want casual fans, but more of an audience. So one change to WWE that you would make. And I will start with this one. My one change would be to stop focusing so much on the moments. Like, let matches have a little bit more meat on the bones, I guess, and not just plod around the ring until we get to the big moment that we're going to show in replays. Would be my change.
I would go with, it's almost like the same as AEW. There's a bigger thing, and then I nail it down to one. So the bigger thing is, I wish WWE would change the gross, like, overemphasis on profitizing everything about the company. So to nail it down, not just like sponsors, logos being on the mat and fucking everywhere, but nail it down, I would want more matches on the pay-per-view, and the reason why there's not, no matter what bullshit they're trying to sell, is because they need to squeeze it full of so many goddamn sponsorships.
Yeah.
Mine kind of goes with Omegas. So mine is they need to do more fan goodwill things, because the goodwill is slipping and slipping and slipping. You can't keep raising prices and not offer anything more. So give a free Netflix special because people are on Netflix. do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Run some house shows with super cheap prices to try to get so everyone can see. We're doing this initiative where, hey, if you can't come to WWE TV show, we're going to make a family affordable shows and tour with that, even on the weekend, once a month, someplace. Like something for goodwill, because you can, it's a business. So, of course, you're going to try to get as much money as you can. But if you're going to try to get more and more and more money, you got to give the people something. So.
And you got to keep fans and not start losing them because you price them out of your product.
Yeah, they have such a big roster. They could do house shows, and you don't have to have Roman Reigns and CM Punk on them, but like some of the guys who don't get to do as much stuff, like Sami Zayn.
I think one of the reasons why they don't do those kind of shows where they scale back and don't use the top guys is they don't want anyone in the country anywhere to see the brand as anything but the top guys. Like, they don't want the middle of the card and the lower card guys being what represents them in a city.
Jason, how about you?
It is an old complaint, but they had an amazing tag roster on SmackDown, and they just could give two shits about tag team wrestling. Like, again, you have a huge roster. It's an easy way, instead of just not using people or shuffling them around, or hey, instead we're going to do one match every 6 months that's a 8 teams ladder match, whatever it might be. Like, actually put some time in. You got 4 different tag belts, however many tag belts there are. Like, go ahead and use the people you have, or else they're just going to go join the Don Callis family.
Here's a question for you guys. When was the last time tag team wrestling was great? Like, there was a lot of good tag teams.
I think there was a small period in AEW near when they first started. But
yes,
after that initial, first maybe 18 months, I think they stopped emphasizing it.
I don't even think it was that long, but maybe. But yeah, and then before then, the Attitude Era had actually a lot of teams at that time. But and even WCW was doing cruiserweight tag and regular tag. WCW had an okay cruiserweight, but
Bischoff hated tag wrestling. They really de-emphasize it once the NWO shit happens.
I feel like Vince does too.
I thought the tag division in NXT, well, you said the last time. So, yeah, I think AEW probably was after NXT's big, because they had a great tag division there for a minute.
Alpha, American Alpha, DIY,
and then DIY, FTR,
AOP.
And were the Street Profits in that?
Street Profits were part of it, yep.
Yeah.
I think War Machine too.
Yep. Yeah, so I thought they had a really solid. When's the last time though, for WWE, not NXT, have they really ever had a super strong tag team scene?
Maybe for 1 second in 2006, 7, 8 or wherever, where they did the merging of the belts and everybody carried it, and for a little bit it was main eventers doing it, like Shawn and Hunter and Big Show and Jericho and Edge and all that shit. Maybe that period was the last time they actually cared about it.
But how sad is that they only cared about it when they could just pair up 2 random...
It wasn't a good division that was built up and actually showcased it, but it was on TV all the time with all the top stars.
Then you'd have to go back almost to... So Attitude Era had some okay stuff, but then the 80s when it was the Hart Foundation, the
Bulldogs,
Rockers, Demolition Bulldogs.
Yeah.
That was...
Yeah, 80s and 90s, really. Yeah, 80s and early 90s.
And even by 90, it started to be gone.
Even at that same period, if you look over in WCW, they had the Steiners, they had Doom, they had the Horsemen were doing a tag gimmick at the time. Road Warriors, Freebirds, they had a ton of good fucking tag teams at the same time, too.
WCW, NWA and WCW were able to have really good tag divisions and tag scenes there at random points. Okay, well... it is now time for the first blind ranking of the night, and this one is going to be Jason's blind ranking list.
Oh, shit.
I'm ready.
Oh, God. It's It's a really blind.
I shut my eyes and opened them back up, and he disappeared.
It's a really blind ranking right now.
It's that Ultimate Warrior magician again. He got rid of.
All right, we're gonna throw it to the shirt commercial now, and then when we're back, if Cash is still alive, he'll be with us.
This t-shirt is gross, but what do I do? It's all I got.
That's the only shirt you've got? I might have a solution for you then. If you go to ProWrestlingTees.com and you search for Aaron Draven, which I think you guys can all see right there on the screen how to spell it, you can find official Gang Breaks Kayfabe t-shirts. That's right. Jason, can you believe it?
I can't, but what I can believe is you can get your official shirt of either all of us, or you can choose which one of us you like the best and get just our shirt. Fine.
Breaks Kayfabe full logo on a pink shirt, or pick, do you prefer Vance, Jason, Cash, or Omega, and get a yellow shirt. Oh, I wish he wasn't doing that.
That's so
Let's get him a long sleeve shirt.
So the only thing you guys didn't mention,
But Draven, how do they find those shirts again?
They are $19.99 each, no matter what design you pick. ProWrestlingTees.com/wrestlers-t-shirts/Aaron Draven. Super easy to remember. Definitely not going to be on the screen here because you're going to be able to remember it without me even putting a graphic up.
And go buy them. That way I can afford to buy one for myself.
I don't need this anymore.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Here we go. That was the whole reason he wanted to do this, is so he could take his shirt off.
Right now,
But, you know, to play this damn game. Well, I guess we got the t-shirt commercial in there. So I went away. I thought me and Jason were playing what's that game you play with a baby? The peekaboo?
Peekaboo.
Yeah, he closed his eyes, so I thought I was supposed to go away, so he didn't know if I was still there.
I was so scared.
I'm like, wait, babies don't play hide and seek, but that's what makes the most sense here.
I don't know, man. I haven't been a baby in a while. I don't talk to babies. I don't hang out with any of them. I don't know what they're doing these days. So that's why I don't I've never been on an island or anything. So
demonetized.
Jeez, I said an island. I could be talking about Dead Island, the video game.
I've been there.
I have too.
It was crazy.
Two is good.
2 is way better. So Jason, your top 10 blind ranking is Pro Wrestling Illustrated headlines.
No.
Oh,
I'm excited.
And on screen, you will see the magazine cover to go with these headlines, and some of them are just terrific. So let's start out with number 1 on your list. Where would you rank 1 to 10 this headline? Staph infection. How can Triple H keep his mind on his game?
8.
An 8.
An 8.
Okay.
I just want to hear these headlines.
Next up, Magnum TA. He's got millions of fans, but he's the loneliest man in wrestling.
Poor guy.
That's
I feel bad. We're gonna go 4 because I feel bad for him.
Does it change your mind and make you feel less bad for him knowing that this headline was before the accident?
Oh, is that
worse? Because he was already the loneliest man, and then he had an accident.
Right, and so then no one came to visit him in the hospital. Yeah. Is the picture that accompanies the headline him with just
Shirtless
a bandana here and a bunch of chest hair and sitting on the motorcycle?
Is there another picture of Magnum TA? I don't know.
They're all of the Magnum TAs.
So you mostly have it.
Okay.
as people will be able to see on the screen, there's no bandana.
That's weird.
Yeah,
he had already handed it out to a pretty lady at that point.
He definitely just got done doing something with a pretty lady.
Listen.
All right, up next.
Perfect.
Intertangled perms.
Yeah. Up next, Lex Appeal.
Weird stuff.
The complete package unwrapped.
Oh no. 6.
Okay. Best I could tell, going through the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine archives, and looking at magazine covers to get the headlines and everything, Lex Luger is mentioned like a handful of times or so, and I would say that the majority of those times they do some sort of play on the word Lex and something that goes with it, like Lex Appeal is this one. Like they were really enjoying themselves with that one.
Lex puns.
All right, up next, Bruno goes berserk. Quote, I tried to kill Zbyszko.
2. Because I believe him.
Okay. The next one, the war is over. Hulk Hogan liberates the WWF belt from Sergeant Slaughter.
That's a 10.
The main reason that one made the list.
I don't like a lot of those words.
The main reason that one made the list is because ideally, when there is an actual war that you, took over for your silly little storyline, I wouldn't declare the war is over. I guess WWF didn't write this, but maybe back off the language there, pal. Up next, are you keeping track of these?
Yeah, I've used all my evens. That's all I know.
Good strategy.
Damn, you have.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. You just mind freaked me, man. Up next, Dusty Rhodes weeps for Florida. Quote, they're taking over my state, baby.
Whoa.
Tell me if it's spelled.
Whoa.
Tell me if it's spelled out. The list is spelled out in the quote.
I'm so concerned about who he says.
Give me a little context here, because that does not. That sounds very problematic.
They've taken over my state, baby.
But who is they?
They
Oh.
He's running for president. They're taking Florida. I'm weeping for Florida
again.
We're gonna go. We'll go 3 with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to pick up the issue that this was a headline on and read about.
I'm gonna look it up.
I can send you the link. You can buy these. You can order back copies still to this day.
Oh,
awesome.
Or you can order mystery packs where they will send you a mystery assortment.
Why would anyone want to do that? The only people buying these are either somebody looking for something specific, or you collect them and you need a certain one.
I disagree. I would love a box of old wrestling magazines.
Side note, I had 3 paper Kroger's bags full of Pro Wrestling Illustrated and all those that were my dad's and his brother's, and I just could
They had the printing press back then?
I could not bring it when I had to move in the middle of the night. So they are currently at Lone Wolf and Steph's house, or at least they were.
They probably still are. I'm sure they're
probably still there. So if you really want a whole stack of things, go knock on their door. They got it.
It wasn't Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I can't remember what wrestling magazine it was, but I badly want the wrestling magazine that has Kamala on the cover holding Hulk Hogan's head. Yeah. I used to have a T-shirt that I
think I actually might have that magazine.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, up next, Cowboy Bob Orton's Terror Pact with Jimmy Snuka. Their plot to overthrow the WWF.
That's number 1, because that is a crazy thing.
That sounds like you had AI write a headline from the 80s.
Those 2 guys have never been on the same page. And they were never taking over nothing.
I love the term Terror Pact. I think that's a good one. And then, what was their plot? To beat some baby faces?
They were like, we're in the corners at WrestleMania 1's main event. We're going to main event number 2.
It involved wearing a fake cast and hitting people with coconuts, I assume.
And pushing them off of balconies, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Up next, Mr. Perfect. Quote, Shawn Michaels stole my life.
That would be my number 1.
Mine too, Perfect. Mine too.
7.
I feel like they should have done a updated issue of that with Shawn Michaels stole my life, and now that motherfucker Dolph Ziggler did too. Second to last one for you. You've got, what do you got left here? You got 9,
3,
and 5,
and 5. 9 and 5. So up next, don't jerk us around, Hulk.
That's it.
Yes.
No context given.
There wasn't even a picture on the cover that week. It's terrible. That's all it said.
Just hands.
That's 5.
Okay.
All right. So number 9 is
Ric Flair's startling confession. Quote, he could be saying a lot of things right now.
Yeah, this could be crazy.
Quote, I hate being world champion.
That is startling. Number 9.
Okay.
I think I'm happy with my number 1. I don't know how the rest of the list shook out, but
So number 1, Cowboy Bob Orton's Terror Pact with Jimmy Snuka. Number 2, Bruno tries to kill Zbyszko. Number 3, Dusty Rhodes is crying for Florida, baby. Number 4, Magnum TA, loneliest man in wrestling. Number 5 is Don't Jerk Us Around, Hulk. Number 6 is Lex Appeal. 7, Shawn Michaels, that son of a bitch, stole Perfect's life. 8 is the Steph infection. How can Triple H keep his mind on his game? Vance, you would probably be the best to weigh in on this one.
Yeah.
If you don't do a good job, you also lose Steph. So.
Okay. And would you pretty much give up all of it to have Steph infection?
I'm going to need an hour.
Okay. And then number 10, coming to number 10, the war is over. Hulk Hogan liberates the WWE belt. I think
I'm good.
I think you did a pretty good job there. I think the only one that maybe would have been higher, deserved to be a little bit higher, is
Don't jerk us off, Hawk.
Yeah. I think the Mr. Perfect shop. I don't know. Yeah, I think you did good. I think yours is pretty solid. All right. Well, that is Jason's blind ranking for the night.
All right, night, y'all.
See you later. So now, let's get into our worst wrestling memory, and this could either be a memory from our own experiences in professional wrestling, or as fans of professional wrestling, something that happened in wrestling that is a terrible memory for us. So
mine's both.
Like you have one for each, or like
no, it's the same thing.
Okay, well you go ahead.
So I went and done a tryout for OVW, got accepted. Then a week later, Chris Benoit kills his entire family and himself right before I report to OVW. So and Chris Benoit was my second favorite wrestler. It was Triple H and then Benoit. And so I was like, I'm going to go work for this place, trying to get a job right when this happens. And I was moving to Louisville a week later.
Oh. So was it like
is wrestling gross?
What were the vibes like? What were the vibes like?
No one ever brought it up. Never talked about it. Never. It was like it just didn't exist.
And that's when you stopped doing the diving headbutt out of respect or out of fear?
I remember one time we were all just sitting talking, and JD made some kind of Benoit like joke, and no one said a word. It just got quiet,
it was JD.
Right. I mean,
and then someone went on about their talking about something else.
Remember how long it took after that before, like, somebody could do the crossface without everybody being like, "Ooh, he's doing it!" Like, it was this big, like,
well, it ruined wrestling for one of our friends. Brandon Morgan just decided wrestling. He was done. I mean, he wore Benoit's gear. His finish was the crossface. Like, Benoit was like his idol. And then that happened. He was just pretty much done.
Yeah. My favorite story from your time in Louisville is JD learning about 9/11.
Yes, and I remember this.
So, what year were you there?
This was in I can tell you the exact date. It was September 11th, 2007, when JD discovered about 9/11 happening.
And when was 9/11?
It was 2001, 6 years
prior. 6 years later. First time anyone bothered to mention this to JD.
He said, I heard something about that.
Okay. He'd heard a rumor.
It was just a YouTube video talking about the conspiracy.
Well, YouTube wasn't a thing yet whenever 9/11 happened. Oh. Right?
It was probably like in its infancy. Where the only thing you would see is like just people's random home videos that they were posting or like conspiracy shit.
So his excuse still to this day is, why would I know that?
Why would you?
Tell the story. YouTube came out in 2005.
Okay. Yeah.
So he really has no excuse.
Yeah. Why would you know about it? Like, why would you know about the moment that kind of stopped everything for
the biggest?
He clearly didn't own a radio or a TV at that time, because it was on every single radio station, it was on every single news station.
Well, he would have been in high school like us.
Yeah.
At the time.
I mean, they had it on in school. I was watching the second plane hit live.
In school.
Wait, I was already out of school too, Jason. Don't feel bad.
Oh, I was still in school. I was in the cafeteria, and they had those big old TVs in the corners that are like smaller than my iPad, and they were playing it in there. And teachers were freaking out. I remember our English teacher ran into the room when the second plane hit, because she was watching apparently somewhere else in the building. Ran in the room, went, "If you believe in God, everyone start praying."
So when it very first happens, I'm in an art class with this fucking psycho hippie lady that would sell weed to kids in their fucking side room, allegedly, in case she's a listener. Somebody comes in and says, "Turn the TV on right now. This is important." Blah blah blah. Explains what's happening. She's like, "No, they'll be hearing about this for the next 50 years. I'm not turning on the TV." And
she wasn't wrong.
She wouldn't turn on the TV.
Jesus.
Jason's on his third shift in the coal mine.
Yeah,
I was sleeping, but had to get up and go to work, and Grand Central Mall did not close, and I was at Walden's, Borders, whatever it was at that point, at Walden's, and they had a shipment of some big book was coming out. We'll say Harry Potter, whatever. Something was coming, and they were like, "No one can leave until after the shipment gets here because it's already en route." I'm like, we don't know what the hell is happening. Maybe we shouldn't just be hanging out at the mall.
Look,
I remember trying to get gas.
Commerce comes first.
But the little town I lived in only had one gas station, and the line was legit a mile long. Like, I could not see the end of it from the beginning. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I just want $5 in gas. I'm not here to like.
Now, for what it's worth, once I was able to leave the mall, I went straight to Hollywood Video and hung out there for like 6-7 hours. Never even went home. So,
it's the idea of the whole thing. You know?
Yes.
Draven, worst wrestling memory.
So the real one is definitely the Sid leg break, because that still haunts me to this day. I can't even do cardio without thinking about it.
Can I guess what I think yours is going to be?
What?
Oh, that was mine.
Pizza Bomber. The chops, the 47 or whatever it was, chops is not.
Well, we
one
missed
of your
120 minutes of training, so it was 120 chops.
Yeah, I thought you meant the pizza bombing, like the
the pizza bomber thing. I was on that road on the way to Rocky's training.
Oh, and that's what caused
when it was happening. We couldn't make it that night, and I literally snuck way too fucking far up the road for what I should have been able to do, just trying to get to this goddamn training. Like, we probably got within 50 yards of it.
And you still got chopped 120 times because you were late?
Rocky didn't accept any excuse for... If you miss a minute of practice, it's one chop. If you miss the whole practice, it's 120.
Do you hear that, Vance Academy students?
Yeah.
Do you know how good you had
it? I use that story to students about how nice I am. I'm like, listen to this.
Now, he didn't make us take 120 one sitting. We would start one drill. He'd do 10, 20, do another drill until it was done. But yeah, he made us.
I don't want to give 120 chops, especially not to everybody.
He had Dorian and Lexus there, so it wasn't just him doing it.
So what's your actual...
I think at one point he even let the other trainees that weren't me, Proctor, or Wicked start chopping us just because their hands started getting tired too.
I'm going to disappear off cam for just a minute, but you guys continue.
So what is your actual worst memory?
The actual would be much later in my career when I become a promoter. We were doing a gimmick, and I thought of this. I thought it was going to do great business. Press Your Luck. Do you remember that old game show?
Yeah.
So the whole fucking show was built around this buzzer. I had to render all the videos, just like Press Your Luck. There was a fake buzzer out there. They'd press it. It would stop. And then whoever they're working was a surprise and would come out. For whatever reason, that show, about 6 people canceled the day of. So I had to spend the entire day in the back remaking all these videos in a scramble to make the fucking show make sense.
Yeah, I would have, did you ever book any of them again?
Yeah, some of them had legit reasons.
Okay.
Puff had a real bad concussion the night before, so he wasn't able to make it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is frustrating as hell.
Well, maybe you should try to work the fans, and it should have been a real random, and you wouldn't be in that spot.
Say, it's shitty enough as a promoter just when somebody's late and you think they're you're going to have them early in the car and they're late, or they just cancel when it's a regular show. But to have all of that work put in and have to redo it, yeah, that's...
I love the concept of doing that, but I would never do it again, just on the off chance I'd have to do the same thing again, because...
Yeah.
Literally, we're talking about they're sending the fucking first match out, and I'm handing the laptop over because the last one's finally done.
Yeah, you would have to have, reserves.
Just make them all in advance.
But just have, reserves.
Well, they were all in advance until the people canceled. The day up.
I mean, everybody on the roster.
Oh,
yeah.
And anyone not on the roster because you don't know who the replacements are.
Yeah.
Every indie worker within 300 miles.
My worst memory in wrestling is probably breaking my back.
I was going to say I'm probably there for whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean that one was pretty bad. Now, that being said, there are, I look back on it, and there's a lot of humorous moments, them trying to cut off everything, and you having to be you can take that off. You can just untie that. The mask, they wanted to cut my mask. They wanted to cut...
So that was good training for me later on when my heart got stopped. They tried to cut off my boots in the ambulance, and I was like, please don't cut off my boots. These are very expensive.
Yeah. I know you guys pronounced me dead a minute ago, but please don't cut my boots.
Well, I was and they said, well, your neck might be hurt. I said, my neck's not hurt. And then they said, well, they pulled on my feet and made me pull back. And I remember thinking, I got to ace this. So I pulled really hard, and the dude falls onto me. And he's like, yeah, he's fine.
That's how you fell in love.
The other positive of that was getting to be on a morphine drip. That was fantastic.
Never experienced that one.
So apparently...
I took Chris Benoit and didn't pick my own heart being stopped. I just realized that's...
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, that should have been his.
Mine was an emotional pain for me, not a physical pain for me.
Yeah. So apparently, from what I've heard, the morphine that I would have had at the time, it has been morphine has been changed a little bit or something, the way you get it or whatever. So now you can't just keep
Right. There's whatever. Like you can only hit it so many times.
So you had original Four Loko before it got banned and reformulated.
I had like full control over mine. So like not full control. I think there was like still only so much you could do like at one time, but like you'd have to wait a certain amount of time. As like it was shorter or something, because I remember just like hitting it 2 or 3 times and just immediately being out. And then it was like I was able to just like at any time I wanted wake back up, and I had Looney Tunes on the TV. So I would just like anytime I wanted wake back up and be like, what's Bugs Bunny doing? All right, good job, Bugs. Boom, boom, boom. Like, and I just did that for like 2 days straight. It was awesome. Yeah, so worst wrestling memory just for the fact that I can't walk anymore, really. That really put a damper on the humor side. But, probably wouldn't do that again.
Mine wasn't painful. I mean, I was out, so it didn't. The only thing that hurt was my sternum was super sore when they brought me back, but like, I actually wasn't in pain. Also, I had the endurance of a kitten. Like after walking around my house, I'd be like, I need a nap. Like,
yeah. Well, your heart stopped, so I mean,
you were technically a baby again, so you didn't need a lot of naps.
Yeah.
You were reborn, so you're only half the age you really are.
After that, I started calling myself the modern messiah of professional wrestling and started cutting promos like I died for you people and came back to life, and look at the response Jesus gets for that, but I get this disrespect. And I started calling when I came back New Easter. And let's just say promoters were like, no.
And it didn't go over well, huh?
You should have. Like, that's money.
That is genius, yeah.
Sorry, promoters, that you hate money.
Right.
All right, Jason, your worst wrestling memory.
So in ring, not me personally, would be seeing Sid break his leg. I mean, it still makes you queasy even when you see him go on the rope and you're like, oh, I know what this clip is. Turn it quick.
Again, I always still think there's a chance he's gonna make it this time.
Maybe it's not that clip. It's always that clip.
I always cover my good eye immediately to make it all blurry because I can't see it with the bad eye.
I got to see Flash Fury do that in person. Leg flop over and everything.
Oh, when did that happen?
Yeah, after the brain surgery.
Jesus.
I
remember the brain surgery. I don't remember the leg break.
Yeah, he got the leg break and it got the droop over, and he had to get the same thing done as Sid did, the metal rods and screws. And
why have we done this for so long?
Why does anyone do this?
You died.
You just do things. You just do things until you're dead.
It's just for my amusement. Thank you, guys.
So in ring is the Sid leg break.
Now, my personal worst wrestling memory. I've had the joy of riding with plenty of people to plenty of shows and being their +1 that normally gets to go in through the side door. Whether I pay or not, I mean I'm fine. If I pay, then I will boo everybody because I feel I have that right. I will be on my best behavior if I'm getting in for free, right? But I went to a show once where I had to stand in a line with wrestling fans for a long amount of time, and it made me question all my life choices and why I could ever possibly be associated with these people.
What show was this?
It was a remix show, Marietta, Ohio. I was out, I don't know why I didn't go in through I don't remember what the deal was. I feel like I must have been already out of town and drove up for the day or something. And so, but the people that were around me, just listening to them talk, good Lord, the kind of people who know nothing about this business and then feel that they can just talk about it. The hell with them.
Yeah.
So what's hilarious is my daughter this was probably when she was 10, but she's been raised in the business. We're outside WWE show, Fastlane. The pay-per-view was in Pittsburgh. I got her tickets for that. And we're standing out there, and these marks, I'm going to call them marks because these marks are just talking about nonsense, about I heard Hogan's going to work tonight. Just stuff that is just, out of this. And my daughter was eye rolling and being like, "You hearing this?" At 10 years old, she was like, "This is ridiculous."
Yeah, no, I want to say in my memory, the people around me were wearing T-shirts that were like DX original shirts from like '92 that did not fit their bodies anymore, and had not bathed in a long time. Like that is how the memory sticks in my head. And yeah, I was like, if I ever I have got to be a ride along. I have got to call someone and be like, listen, can I slip me in the back? Let me slip in the back.
Phrasing.
What's the phrase on that? All right, good.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
Or I'm never showing up on time for a show, because I also feel that was part of it. The show didn't kick off quite on time.
What? Mini show?
Now, the show might have started on time. They didn't open the doors on time. That could be two different things, right?
Right.
So I think that was the issue. They didn't have the doors open on time, so we were out there for a lot longer than I needed to be. And so I never went back. And then you saw what happened to that company. So
yeah, sure did.
That's all because this guy stopped sneaking in the side door for free.
All right.
Decided to pay one time and never again. There you go.
Yeah, Marks will say something. Remember the dude, Vance, that told us, I mean, he thought he was a wrestler, but he told us that he wrestled The Undertaker at WrestleMania, but it was the only time in the history of professional wrestling that WrestleMania was broadcast over the radio. So that's the reason why we didn't see it.
Yep.
Yeah. Gimmick
Literally.
name, Larry the Demon.
For Berkeley.
Along those
Berkeley,
similar lines, McChesney did a squash match against Umaga on Raw. Zach Proctor's dad goes around telling people that was Proctor. That it was Proctor that did the match.
Close enough.
I mean, they live in the same city, but that's fucking ludicrous.
That's
pretty much where
the similarities end.
Wow.
So what I was gonna say about Larry the Demon is I was brought in to do like a little training session with some dudes for a show, and Larry the Demon attended this training, and I was just doing your normal bump drills, and to my shock and entertainment, he bumped like the Honky Tonk Man. Like, not because he was doing like a gimmick, that's how he bumped. He would
do the whole shake, rattle, and roll before he'd go.
No, he would get as close as humanly possible to the mat and then drop.
Honky Tonk Man, he waves his arms and he goes till he can get as low as he possibly can, bowing back. It's actually pretty impressive how far he can get back there before he takes the bump.
I'm a fuck Honky Tonk Man guy, by the way.
I'm with
you. Fuck Honky Tonk Man forever.
I mean, he invented the
power, that move where you put him around on their head and on your face.
Probably the only guy that I've worked against that wouldn't talk to me before the match.
Well, I mean, you kind of know what to expect with old Honky.
He starts doing his singing. It was Rocky and Honky Tonk Man versus me and McChesney. He starts doing his singing, and me and McChesney are heels, so he goes over and shuts the PA shit off without like telling Honky Tonk Man. And
oh no,
yeah, he fucked with him hard. It's like fuck you, Honky Tonk Man.
He's also the guy that invented hardcore, with having that very first concession stand fight.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to Vance Desmond's blind ranking list.
Oh, I forgot I was doing one until right now.
And Vance, you are ranking 10 of Chris Jericho's 1,004 holds, baby.
Oh my god!
Can they all tie for 10?
No. No.
Okay.
So up first, and some of these we're just going to have to kind of try to figure out what they are. At one point, we should have an episode where we just go down through every move on the list, because there's some that I need an explanation of what that might be. But
family
handle friendly.
That's going to be on there. Don't you worry. So I'll give you that one. Spoiler alert.
That one's easy though. We know what that one is.
And then armbar 9 times.
So up first, spinning Cobra clutch sleeper hold.
That I can see. You hook
I'm
it and you do
assuming
the
that's
body
like the
spin.
because somebody, I forget who used to do it, but
Am I ranking the name, the move, both?
whatever you want, man. Just when I
Whatever
say
you
these,
want, baby.
yeah, you just decide how you feeling.
I'll go dead center on that one, 5.
All right. Up next, a simple one for you: the Lion Tamer.
Not the Walls of Jericho, correct? The Lion
Just
Tamer.
the Lion Tamer.
2.
Okay, because Lion Tamer so much better than Walls of Jericho.
And if you would have told me 3-handle family moss covered gloves in here, I would have been 1.
Yeah. Well, up next is the abdominal claw hold, which I think is just an abdominal stretch where you.
I think it's just a
grab-
dude laying on his back and you do the claw to the belly.
Maybe.
I'm going to rank it that way because that one moves it up some. That is a 6.
Okay. Up next, fireman's carry gutbuster drop.
Oh, a Dean Malenko special.
I'm thinking is the Malenko. Yeah.
Yeah. 4.
Okay. Then we get, and this is one of my favorites actually, just in general, and it's not used really ever, I don't think anymore. The crucifix powerbomb.
Isn't that just the outsider's edge?
No, because you go into
splash you guys are right.
Bomb.
In my head, I for some reason was picturing the straight jacket powerbomb.
Oh.
I'm thinking a Splash Mountain powerbomb as well.
Yeah, crucifix bomb. Yeah,
not the Razor's Edge.
The Mike Awesome
kneel out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Razor's Edge and a set out. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.
Number 7.
I don't like that. I don't like that bump. I like a traditional power bomb much better.
Yeah.
The reason why is
that.
Well, no, I mean, so a power bomb, I think you're throwing a guy, but this is just a feather bump. You can't really. I mean, you can grab his legs on the way down, but I think a power bomb, like I like a good snap power bomb. Like Jericho used to do the snap power bomb. I like that, and that's the way I power bomb. I know.
Up next for you, arm drag. Specifically, the all caps arm drag.
And I'm going to go with the way Chris Jericho arm drags, not the arm drag itself.
Okay.
Because Chris Jericho does not have a good arm drag. That is my 10.
Okay, you're not
wrong. What if it was Steamboat's arm drag?
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to die on this hill. AJ Styles has a better arm drag than Ricky Steamboat.
Current day? Yeah, I agree. Current day? Yeah.
I mean, take AJ Styles' best arm drag versus Ricky the Dragon's best arm drag. I'm going to take AJ's.
I mean, I think it's like by about that much, but yeah.
It's close. But so AJ does this crazy thing where he comes from behind you and swoops in. It's incredible. I'll find it and send it to you guys later. But it's like he comes from behind you and then jumps up
hooks
here
you
swings his legs and then hooks you and then lands where you were previously standing. It's incredible.
Never noticed that about it. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably put him right above Steamboat in the arm drag department. Up next, you never saw this one coming. The moss-covered 3-handled family Gradunzel. Did we ever figure out what that was?
I acknowledge.
I mean, Saturn used that as a name.
Was it Saturn's move?
Yeah. It was the fisherman neck roll move.
Okay.
For the people with the benefit of being able to see this, here's AJ Styles' arm drag. Let me get it lined up for you.
Oh no.
And
Jason, did we get this cleared through legal? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And sometimes he does it where he's just like both guys are just standing and he just sort of like
he does
swoops in under you.
Thing.
Did he do that style every time he did an arm drag?
Most of the time.
Or was it only when he knew he was going to do an arm drag later that was going to be countered? That's why he wanted the big swinging motion, so it would play better for the counter.
When he got to WWE, he toned way back and it's gotten to where it's just a nice crisp one now, more traditional. But like he did it in WWE like maybe once or twice, and then it kind of fizzled out. It was his arm drag in TNA.
And he was still doing it in New Japan.
One of the agents probably told him, knock that shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're moving too much, kid. Old man kid.
Old man Kid.
Kid Rock. Up next, the Jericho Screwdriver Twist, which I'm assuming what that is. I'm assuming is Steiner screwdriver, but it's Jericho's version where he.
See, I just thought it was him doing a Ric Flair on an airplane with this.
No, that's the drink. We're not doing Jericho drinks.
What numbers do I have left? 3, 8,
3, 8, and 9.
8 and 9. Okay.
You did not play like Jason.
No, I'm going to go 9 for that because I don't even know what it is.
All right. So you got 3 and 8 left. Second to last one, just the basic. It's a favorite of mine and yours. The Exploder Suplex.
Ooh, that's a 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like giving an exploder, but I like taking them, which doesn't make any sense.
I always like taking it a lot too. Yeah, phrasing. And last on your list, and coming in at number 8, the Saskatchewan Spinning Nerve Hold.
Oh, that would have been higher up a little bit. That's at least a 4, but
yeah.
You put the word Saskatchewan, that's a 4, no matter what, or better.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, it's number 8 on your list. You got the moss-covered 3-handled family Gerdunzel coming in at number 1. Number 2 is the old school Lion Tamer. Up for 3, Exploder Suplex. 4, Fireman's Carry Gutbuster Drop. Would you rank it below the Saskatchewan Spinning Nerve Hold?
Yes.
Okay. Number 5, Spinning Cobra Clutch Sleeper. 6, Abdominal Claw Hold. 7, Crucifix Bomb. 8, Saskatchewan Spinning Nerve Hold. 9, Jericho Screwdriver Twist. And 10, Arm Drag.
I'm happy besides the Saskatchewan. I would move that up to 4 and push everything else back down.
So, fun fact, Arm Drag, just the 2 words Arm Drag, appear in the list 131 times. Super Arm Drag is on the list twice. And then there are about another 40 to 50 arm drag variations on the list.
Well, what you do is you take all the moves you can think of, and then you add the word spinning.
And then you add spinning, super
inverted.
So that's what the 1004 list is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there's a few on there where I'm like, what the fuck could that even be?
To the floor. You can add the words to the floor.
No, that's on there. There's some that are specifically like floor based. Yeah, like suplex on the floor is different than a suplex. So, all right. Well, we're going to take our final break and then come back to talk about who we think is the best wrestler that never won a world title, and then finish off with Draven's blind ranking. Spoiler alert, it's Vance Desmond. We'll be right back.
Does your cat make too much noise? Did you invent kit mittens to get it under control? Well, this would be the best place to advertise. The Gang Breaks Kayfabe podcast is actively looking for new sponsors. If you're interested, shoot us an email at thegangbreakskayfabe@gmail.com. Reach a wider audience and support a bunch of idiots.
Welcome back to the Gang Breaks Kayfabe. As promised to Vance Desmond, because he was very upset that he didn't get his 2-minute rant. What is your Jim Ross fact?
So, do you guys know how JR transitioned from WCW to WWE? Do you know that story?
Yes, I think.
About the radio show? He had that radio show in Georgia. Okay, so Megan.
I know he had a radio show, but
so whenever he got taken off commentary after Cowboy was kicked out or whatever, they kind of punished JR too and took him. He was selling ads. That's what they had him doing for WCW.
I remember that.
So he said that was he got out of his contract by saying that was a violation of his contract by taking away his commentary duties or whatever. But he had his 3-hour meeting with Vince, and JR had a show on an Atlanta radio that was like a big station, was ABC News' station in Georgia. So he had this Wrestling with Jim Ross show, and it was sponsored by WCW, but it was JR's show. And WCW had changed management so many times, they didn't know that, really. So it was always sponsored by WCW, and that's what we talked about on every episode was WCW because he worked there. And an episode after he decided he was going to go to the WWE, he had Vince McMahon, Shawn Michaels, and somebody else. I forget who. Maybe it was Bruce. I don't remember, but somebody else on the show to put over WrestleMania 9. The whole episode was just about WrestleMania 9 and the whole build-up. And WCW thought that was their show and was like, you can't do this on our show. And Jim Ross was like, no, it's my show. And on the air, Vince McMahon announced that they were having JR do commentary at WrestleMania and they were hiring him on the contract.
That part I didn't know that he got hired on the air.
Yeah, he got hired. Vince McMahon broke the news or whatever. Yeah, we got good old JR coming to WWF.
Wow. That's...
And listen to this. So you know how Vince McMahon's relationship with JR is he's just treated JR like shit.
Yeah.
His words were, this is like John Madden leaving the NFL, is what he said.
I've heard that before, yeah.
Like, he put JR over huge on that show. That was such a big deal they were getting JR. But
then for some reason, he decided...
Hated him.
Yeah.
Probably because once he got around him more often.
JR wasn't into the inter-office activities that were happening.
Well, no, JR married a girl that worked in the office that he met while working in WWE. So
he might have started that trend then.
Jan, his wife, worked in travel in the WWE. That's how he met her.
I didn't know that.
I mean, she saw him in that toga and was just like,
I gotta have that man.
With that pudgy cherub face of his.
Yeah, that's how JR met his wife. She was WWE, like one of the people who books travel for WWE, like tells wrestlers what they're playing.
And he locked her in her office and said, you can't go home unless you marry me.
It's a good strategy, really. I mean,
now that I think about it, why haven't I tried that?
It ends up becoming the implication more than anything.
The implication of happiness in the marriage.
Yeah. All right. So, who, in your opinion, is the best wrestler that never held a world title? And I think I'm very curious because I think a lot of people.
What's world counts as world title? Does Ring of Honor and TNA count?
For my answer, I use the criteria: a national wrestling brand's top title.
So does Ring of Honor?
Yes, that counts.
Okay.
So my answer, I think a lot of people's answer is usually like Mr. Perfect.
He had the AWA title, though. I don't think he's...
AWA title. Well, then maybe my other one isn't, but my answer is Arn Anderson.
He was on my list of names that I was thinking.
Did he have the ECW title?
He had the TV title.
Yeah, I don't think he ever...
Maybe he did.
Unless he held like an NWA, some random NWA championship or something, but I don't think he ever really had a world championship, which I remember like when they were running the Flair Arn feud against each other, like there were several times they could have put the belt on him when he was super over. Probably wouldn't have been a long title reign, but it would have been nice if he would have just had a short one even.
Man, I'm kind of torn. I got two people I can't decide between the two.
I'll go then, because I have what I think the traditional answer would be, and then I have my real answer. Like, if we're talking older WWE style, NWA style, like the guys we grew up on, I think Scott Hall is one of the top answers. But
he was right up there for me.
My real true answer, now that he's actually in TNA, I can count him as being part of a national wrestling company, Bill Collier.
It was a crime for the past decade that he wasn't signed to a TV wrestling company. Like a crime against humanity.
It sucks that he got signed so late into his career. He's only got a couple years left to cash in. I think he's 46.
Yeah. How did that happen?
He had WWE tryouts and he looked too much like Cass, Big Cass.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then he went to AEW and had some tryouts and was getting traction there, and they bring in Big Cass.
Like, we want a Big Cass type guy.
He's so much better
I'm Big Cass.
He's so much better than Big Cass.
They should have signed him in WWE and brought him in as his little brother.
Bill.
Right. Yeah. That's crazier.
But yeah, Enzo, Bill Collier, and Big Cass all as one group would have been like, you bring him in as the fucking badass little brother of Big Cass that's the worker.
And Cass, they didn't give him that name. They're both shoot names are William.
Yeah.
They're both shoot name Bill. It's weird.
Maybe they are related somehow.
They didn't have to use the word big in relation to Bill, like big time Bill Collier.
Yeah. All right. Jason, Vance, who wants to go next?
I want to see if Jason picks one of my other ones so I can pick the other one. So go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not going to pick one of your other ones. I feel like it's forefront in my mind because I saw it on some site this week that at no point did Jake the Snake have any title, period. So not even necessarily the world belt, but even as an IC holder, I think like he always had a program with someone that was top tier, but he was just never
if you think
that guy.
If you think of belts as props, he already had a prop, so he didn't need another prop. He had the Snake.
True. It is insane though that he never had an Intercontinental title run.
But just no title at all. Like that's
he was always involved in the Intercontinental title scene.
Man, they could have sold snake belts, like a belt that would fit around a snake. And man, missed out on that.
Are you wrestling that snake to put it on him?
So see,
I've been in that spot where I've had a snake get put on me in the ring on my face like a giant python. I did not enjoy. I'm supposed to be dead. I got powerbombed and they put the snake on my chest, and I'm like, I'm okay, I'm good, or whatever in its head, and it starts coming up here, and I'm supposed to be dead. I go.
My number one
like
fear,
blocking my face.
My number one fear in life is snakes. I am deathly afraid of snakes. And Rocky used Snake Man Devin Michaels before, and for whatever reason backstage he just walks up behind me and puts his fucking 10-foot boa constrictor around my neck. Inside I was screaming like a 3-year-old girl, but of course I didn't sell it because I knew once he knew that he would keep fucking with me.
Right.
But oh my god,
I didn't like it. It's same dude, same snake.
Are we just not doing phrasing anymore?
Are we Eskimo Snake Brothers?
Yeah, I don't mind snakes. They don't really bother me all that much.
Face. Like, where they do the thing where you hold it, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But
I mean, I probably, I wouldn't want like a potentially poisonous, murderous one, but
no, I don't mind them either. Now, my wife, on the other hand, has a legit phobia. Can't even see them on like a TV show without.
That's how I am, man. It's the bad eye treatment.
So a friend of ours worked at a pet store and told me a story where they had one of their boa constrictors latch onto a girl's quad, like a mouth big as my hand, latch into her quad, and they could not get off. They had to put alcohol near its nose to try to get it to. It wasn't poisonous, it's a boa constrictor, but it bit and then wrapped around her leg.
The fucking fangs were probably that big.
Yeah, it bit and wrapped around her leg. They called 911 or whatever, and while 911 was coming, they were doing whatever they could to get the snake to let go. It finally did, but yeah, stories like that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you near my neck and stuff. Like,
all right, Vance. So who's yours?
Okay, I can't decide. I think I've decided.
Okay,
Roddy Piper is who I decided, but Dusty Rhodes was in strong consideration.
He was multi-time WCW champ.
NWA champ.
Oh. No, Dusty wasn't.
Dusty Rhodes?
All In was built around the first father-son duo being champ because Cody won the NWA title there.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes beat Flair for the NWA title.
He had a second run.
A couple times.
78, yeah.
Yeah.
I looked it up. 78. Yeah. I forgot. So it's Piper then.
I was there.
It was Charlotte's first birthday.
Coliseum.
Yeah, because Piper was like the dude as far as heels go. He was the first Hogan foil and never.
Say probably the only.
I see.
They probably didn't have like a nationally recognized show, but like he probably only won champion like world or
Portland
main titles in Portland. Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Jake. Jake won Memphis titles, but that
his only WCW title was US, I think. They had he should have won the world title when they had him beat Hogan at Starrcade, and then after the match said it was a non-title match without mentioning it at all in the build-up.
You know who I wish would have won the tag belts at some point? Because Cowboy Bob Orton and Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, the Terror Pact.
Yeah, they were taking things over.
You kids and your callbacks.
Yeah, Draven Scott Hall was definitely like right. It was between him, Arn, and Perfect. For me.
I mean, there's multiple times too. If you slot him in '93, Brett drops the belt to him for a little bit and gets it back. I think that's believable. Yeah. You could slot him in late WCW, him beating Goldberg instead of fucking Nash. I think there was a story to get there with that. The heat would have been better because he wasn't bigger than Goldberg.
Yeah.
Even AWA, Gator Scott Hall, I mean, he was so jacked back then, even compared to what he was later on.
Right.
And had that sweet stash,
Yeah, Scott Hall at one point was maybe a top 3 best build in professional wrestling.
Oh,
it was crazy.
Easily. Yeah.
Best build, really, really, really good promo work. Fucking great in the ring too. Like
6'7".
Yeah. All right. No.
I didn't even realize that, but he's
that's for our younger listener.
We don't want them. We don't.
The Undertaker did that on his podcast with Cody.
I don't like
he said some term that Cody's like, "Oh wow, you're using the modern term." He's like, "Oh," Undertaker's like, "Yeah, I know what's up." He goes, and then the Undertaker went 6'7".
Listen, my kids.
We used to have a proper country.
They just hate when I
haven't. We've never had. We've never had a proper country.
Did we though?
Never. Well, we did used to live in a society.
That's true.
I hear that, but I've never witnessed that.
Yeah. Well, that might be a lie too. All right. So, rounding out.
Speaking of lies.
Rounding out this episode, Draven's blind ranking, and you are going to be blind ranking a list of 10 WCW match types.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be some weird ones in here.
I hope so.
We're going to get started with a pretty basic one, but this was such a WCW specific way of doing things. The triangle match.
You mean a triple threat?
It wasn't a triple threat.
Yeah.
Because one guy
you had to tag in and out. Yeah.
And you had to tag. So one guy was always on the apron while 2 other guys were in the ring wrestling. And then
think of it as a handicap match where either guy could tag out to the other guy if he wanted to.
And you would have to make the decision, is it worth tagging out and risking, not being in the ring when the match ends, or is it better to tag out and get back a little bit of your energy?
The only tags that make sense are pretty much hot tags, because if you're in command, why would you ever tag out? Like, if you got the upper hand, you would never walk over and tag the guy. It'd only be like, "Oh, I'm getting beat bad. I got to get out of here."
Well, then you would do the blind tag where the guy just had
lots of tags people's backs.
Yeah. So Draven,
like Jim Cornette, but you got to tag a hand for a tag to count.
I think this list is going to get pretty crazy, and I like the symmetry, so I'm going to go with a 3 for a triangle match.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 sides, I see.
Well, speaking of 3, up next, World War III.
Damn it, that should go at 3. No. And as a spectacle, I get it, but it never was any good ever. Like,
it's not watchable. You can't even. I'm just like, I just gotta wait.
You can't shoot it. You can't commentate it. You got to let it boil down to the one ring. So I'm gonna go 9 on that one. Still kind of a 3 offshoot. So
kind of
3 times. Yeah. 3.
Great idea. Like, great when you think about it. Like, having that many people in a match is amazing especially as a younger fan. But the it's just impossible.
Even if you just fucking do a 4th ring so they're all 4 connected, I think it would have worked better.
Yeah. And just do,
easier to shoot, at least.
It'd be hilarious if they did a mega ring. Like
a 40 by 40.
They just have just a giant fucking ring.
They would go so bad in the middle.
In the pantheon of ideas that get pitched, that's not the worst one I've ever heard.
Yeah. All right, up next, The coal miner's glove match.
Oh, I fucking hate these. Jamie Scott used to make me fucking work these matches. I hate them. I do think there's probably going to be something worse, though. I'm going to go 8.
All right. And for those that may not know what the coal miner's glove match is, what was the entire purpose?
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
When you actually work in the mines, you need a glove that has like a hard thing on it to chip away at shit. So like Bill Watts, because he promoted in that area, that was his ultimate stipulation. Put a coal miner's glove on a pole and let some dude punch another dude with it.
All right, up next, Draven, the scaffold match.
I didn't like these either. Fuck. It's probably got to be 10 because you can't do any work up there. It's all just and then somebody falls.
Were either of you ever in a scaffold match?
No, I don't think so.
I've been on shows with them, but no.
Remember the show where they did it at Vipers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you remember that I dropped the title on that show? Because he wanted the belt defended in the scaffold match.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And so he was like, we just decided, like, I would just drop the belt that night. Because I was like, I will not. Like, it's terrifying.
I saw a crazy one at IWA East Coast that they had the scaffold and then they had, like, it was a death match. They had, like, glass or I forget what was it.
Was it the trampoline with all the barbed wire?
No, that was a separate show. But this was the one that had Terry. Maybe it was the same building that had the show with Terry Funk. Was that the show you were at, Jason, had the scaffold, or was that a different one?
No, it didn't have a scaffold. It was in the.
I think I did a run-in on the show. I wasn't on the show. Like, I did a run-in, but I know what you're talking about. Was it Zach and Facade in a 0G? Yeah.
Yep. That's what it was. Moxley was on that show, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was a 0G. I thought it was a death match, but they did something crazy off of that. I can't remember what it was, but
secret alert, I got paid twice for that show.
Oh.
For just doing a run-in. Pondo hands me my payday, and then I forget his name, but they had a money guy at the time was walking around. And he was like, "You get paid yet?" I'm like, "Huh?" So he hands me another envelope, but I just didn't say shit. So I kept it.
Well, assume you're gonna get a letter from Pondo soon.
Right.
All right. Up next for you, Battle Bowl / Lethal Lottery.
I actually like this gimmick. I'm gonna go with 2.
I do like this gimmick.
I like the mix of the tag teams. I wish there was a better finish to it than just a standard battle royal.
Yeah.
There's a way to tweak it that would work better for now, but I did like it a lot.
Well, that's kind of what I stole my idea for. I kind of took parts of it for that 8-man tag tournament that we ran in Inception. I can't remember what we called it, but
I don't remember either.
When the final team, it came down to the final team, then it turned into a 4-way match between all 4 of them. So I kind of took like
that's a gimmick that AEW could use with all their people. Like, hey, we're gonna do random tag teams.
I would love it if AEW
even if they just made one Dynamite or one Collision, like that would be good for an episode.
And they could crown a new champion from another.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, because I took ideas from the Battle Bowl concept and from CZW's what they call that.
So best of the best.
Best of the best, where it'd be.
I don't remember.
It'd be like a triple threat.
Yeah.
And then the 2 winners went on. Yeah.
King of the Trios?
No, that was Chikara.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next for you is the Yappa Pie Pie, brother. Yappa Pie Pie strap match.
Stupid name, stupid gimmick, but the match itself's not that offensive. Like, it's just a regular strap match they end up working. I'll go 6.
Okay.
Me and my friends as teenagers used to yell "Yappa Pie Pie" for years because of that.
Not just as teenagers, even in your early 20s.
Yes, it was a long time.
They're doing a strap match on AEW coming up, so I mean, it could be coming back.
Pie, brother.
Yappa Pie. Up next for you, Jason already kind of gave it away. Well, Spin the wheel, make the deal.
I hesitate. I want to say 1, but I'm not going to just because Coal Miner's Glove is one of the matches on that stupid fucking wheel. So we're going to go 4.
All right. Say, does the build up to it have anything to do with your ranking? No. The amazing vignettes with Sting walking into the bar and like the little guy that spins the wheel. No.
0.
Okay. Up next, the Junkyard Battle Royal.
Oh.
Too many guys got hurt on that. I should put this way fucking low, but I think 5 is the lowest I have left.
Let's see. You have... you've done 8, 9, 10. No, you have 7.
Put this at 7 then.
Okay. So remaining, you have 1 and 5.
Ooh, this is going to be a deadly game coming up.
Yeah.
So your next one is the King of the Road match.
Oh,
Dustin Rhodes.
I hated that fucking thing. Go 5 then, I guess. Fuck. Rolling the dice here.
Perfect. Just perfect. Your number 1 match, by default then, is the Monster Truck Sumo match.
Yes! Yes, that's where I would have put it anyways, yes.
Where Hulk Hogan murders a man who then comes back later.
Some real adult storytelling. 2 trucker men get into a fight and one kills the other one.
And then one of the trucker men come back from the dead. Is that the same night that the Yeti?
Yeah, that's all one night.
That's insane.
That is all one night.
Be
the Joe Louis Arena, Detroit.
That's got to be the all-time most just what the fuck show. Like,
we saw a man die, and a mummy came back, and they called him the Yeti, and he humped a man.
So there was 2 wrestlers that were undead that on that show came back.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not technically a threesome if 2 of the people are dead while you're doing it.
That's
so Hogan's in the clear on that one.
About time. So number 1 is the Monster Truck Sumo match. Number 2, Battle Bowl / Lethal Lottery. 3 is the Triangle match. 4, Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. 5 is the King of the Road match. 6, Yappa Pie strap match. 7, Junkyard Battle Royal. 8, Coal Miner's Glove. 9, World War III, and 10, Scaffold match.
In retrospect, there were some mistakes made.
What would be your actual number 1 from that?
Out of all of that, probably
Battle Bowl.
Either Battle Bowl or Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. I only lowered that because one aspect of it's Coal Miner Glove.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that'd probably be number 1.
I was going to... There were some other ones I didn't include. The White Castle of Fear match.
Which is just another strap match, so we'll put that with Yappa Pie.
Yeah. And the reason I didn't include it, because I can't remember what the hell it was, and my Google searches didn't work, but there was some sort of Hulk Hogan Dungeon of Doom fuckery match. Not the cage, but something else that I swear happened. It could have been a fever dream. But I swear there was something on like a Nitro or something where Hogan was like, it was in the dungeon or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Was it when he found out the water wasn't hot?
Yes.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a segment backstage.
That was a backstage vignette.
Yeah. There's no Hulkamaniacs here.
And you had so many different things on a pole that you could have thrown in there. You could have 10 on a poles.
I kind of purposely didn't do that one.
He kind of already did because Coal Miner's Glove is on a pole, so we'll just call that all the poles.
I thought that maybe down the line somewhere there would be a blind ranking of on a pole matches.
It's Judy Bagwell.
The other one that got real close to being put on this list was what was it called? The 49ers Gold Rush match.
I am surprisingly high on that match, and I'm not even making that up.
Well, I knew you were.
That would be my number 1 for sure.
Because you were in a similar match.
Was it?
Right? Were you not in a treasure chest
Jugs
match?
came up with a box and key based match as well. Yeah, the
Yeah.
key for the gold thing they did in RCW.
And you just had to double stomp it open because the key wouldn't work, right?
No, that was actually that was part of the show. We were like fucking trying to cut through the box all day to get it to fucking break. There was one we couldn't get the lock off. So Jug's thing, we're going to make this thing look like it's 400 pounds. So everybody's struggling, pulling it out under the ring, barely moving it. We can't get the lock undone. So in a panic, I just put it over my shoulder and run backstage with it. This thing that's supposed to be 400 pounds. I just run backstage to Dirk and he opens it and I run back out with it.
Yeah, the best part of the Gold Rush match, of course, is when was it Scott Hall that got the picture of
8x10 of Scott Hall.
Booker T? Mm-hmm. Or Booker T that got
Booker
the 8x10
of Scott Hall.
Yeah. So there was quite a few matches left.
Take the WCW-ness out of this. 4 random things in boxes that could be fucking anything is a good gimmick match in theory.
So I think Darby could do this with coffins. You have different coffins around the ring, and who knows what's in them.
Isn't TNA do the same thing with Feast and Fire? Isn't that pretty much the same thing?
Kind of, yeah, but there's no randomness to it. It's one of 4 things, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also do they still do the turkey gimmick?
I don't think so.
Where a guy used to have to put on a turkey outfit if he lost?
I think they only did 2 years maybe, but
TNA just ran with the most fucking Memphis ass booking at times.
One of the creators was one of Memphis's bookers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why,
Nashville. But they were in Nashville, yeah.
They didn't realize that like we're on TV, pal. Like we should probably be doing things that a national audience is going to enjoy, not just these fans here in this barn that we're in, or the asylum, if you will. All right, well, this has been the Gang Breaks Kayfabe. Jason, you want to give us a toast to exit out on?
No, just make sure all your drinks get emptied before you go to bed. That's the best toast there can possibly be. That was
sort of coherent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll toast it. Night. Keep your buttholes tight.